Hey, what's up guys and welcome back to askNK. So we all know that in the 3D community, no one does it better like Houdini, as Houdini has actually topped the chart with tons of procedurally generated VFX tools, animation, simulation, and a ton of things. And the folks at SideFX are topping the chart with over 300 new features that will be coming to Houdini 21, which simply marks this release as one of their most expansive updates to the software in recent times. As Houdini 21 will be coming with a ton of innovations and features which will cut across rigging and animation, simulation, viewport rendering, compositing, machine learning tools, and integration pipelines, which now leaves most of the other DCC tools in the dust as Houdini simply takes flights to higher grounds. And with that said, let's talk about some very cool features and also stuff that you will find across various categories that will be coming to Houdini 21. At the heart of Houdini 21 lies SideFX, which has been upgraded to a production-ready animation framework, and this now comes with enhancements which includes auto-rig components for limbs, hands, feet, neck, scapula, and ulna, a new spine rig with squash and stretch capabilities, and an upgraded Electra rig, which now comes with twist joints, bendable IK and FK, reverse foot, and clavicles, making the animation system pretty interesting and easier for artists to work with. The new system also introduced viewport drag and drop rig building, procedural graph fusion for rapid rig generation, and the blend shape facial rig support. And with this release, animators can also utilize an experimental motion mixer for a non-linear editing interface with tracks and clips, which is now fully integrated into Houdini's Apex system. This also supports mixing of arbitrary rig controls, which actually spans beyond skeletal animation. And one cool feature which is also available with rigging and animation for Houdini version 21 is the new support for realistic character deformation, as Houdini now introduces Auto. And Auto is a fully rigged human with built-in muscle and tissue simulation. And this is combined with machine learning driven deformer models which have been trained on Auto's dataset. And the idea is to enable real-time Apex animated deformation and efficient transfer of rig and bone geometry between characters, making it easier for creators to bring in custom characters and get them fully rigged with muscle and tissue simulations easily. And speaking about rigging and animation, the character FX is also having a good update, as this update includes the Auto Solver and organic tissue, as the Auto Solver is a major VFX breakthrough. And this is a GPU accelerated organic tissue simulation engine which is poised to delivering finite element quality muscle and fat deformation with fully coupled muscle, tissue collision, and robust volumetric mesh generation. And Autis is considerably faster than the previously award-winning Velium. And this is not just faster, but brings that same production grade accuracy just like what we have with Velium. Furthermore, Otis is currently integrated with SideFX via muscle constraint nodes, muscle tension controls, and ML deformation training workflow, as Houdini 21 now also includes a built-in ML train deformation recipe to train custom models. So just in case you've got a custom model and you're trying to create organic tissues or possibly use Otis, this is also possible. Houdini 21 also comes with the muscle de-intersect, muscle flex surface operator, and other tools to refine muscle movement and deformation procedurally, giving artists all the controls they need to create both normal and custom organic tissues. For effects and simulation, Houdini's core material point method solver now includes debris emulation, surface tension meshing with UV preservation, and improved robust handling of mixed material interaction. And this is huge, as it now allows for mixing of various materials together while retaining the UV and handling mixed materials interaction. And within the NPM solver, there's also the auto slip control for simulations and the NPM post-fracture and deform pieces. This is definitely going to be super useful for fracturing and transferring seam to renderable geometries. At the same time, there's also update to the RBD car fracture, which now comes with easy constraint fracturing with any kind of vehicle, and you can simply transform car rigs, its seam points, or realign the wheel to adjust both steering, cone twist constraints to get the exact result you're going for. And this is going to enhance how shattering, debris control, and transferable simulation will be done in Houdini. And the standout new feature is the neural point surfacing, which is a machine learning based point cloud surfacing alternative that produces realistic liquid surfaces from simulation data with improved speed and fidelity, creating a much more realistic simulation. The Pyro FX is also having a good update, as this now comes with enhancements which includes ML volume upres for high quality Pyro effects, an AI-based volumetric density enrichment tool which enables high resolution smoke and fire effects from low resolution simulations, And this does not break the simulation, however, it maintains the frame coherence and runtime efficiency. So you can start off with the low resolution smoke and fire effect and upres that to much more high resolution simulation with the Pyro FX enhancement tools that will be shipping with Houdini 21. Vocam Viewport, which was introduced in earlier versions, have now reached feature parity with OpenGL, and this is fully production ready as it leverages Molten VK for macOS support and brings real-time ray tracing capabilities like ambient occlusion, area light, and OpenPBR shaders. And in terms of rendering, there's a couple of cool things that are now available with Houdini 21, as this now comes with an initial support for 3D Gaussian splatting, and this can be used in Kama XPU. There's also further future proofing of Houdini's GPU rendering pipeline, which will definitely enhance rendering over time. And for compositing, there is some very cool features that are now available. Copernicus, which is Houdini's built-in compositing engine, is now production ready for general use, as this now supports both 2D and 3D image processing, and this comes with some interesting advanced noise generators and geometry texture baking. And the compositor operator now supports the Sparse Pyro 3D and also Flow 2D, which now comes with fast fluid solver with live simulation control. Additionally, there's a chop reaction diffusion, which comes with a biological formation solver with continuous activation control, making it easy for you to now generate growth simulations on any model of choice. Alongside this, there's a couple of interesting noise patterns and generators that are currently available with Houdini 21, making it easier for creators to work with this noise alongside several tools that exist in Houdini to create interesting effects. And this can be seen with a brand new Height Field Hero 3.0, which comes with a cup-powered hydraulic and terminal erosion solver, and this also has the Houdini engine support. Also, there's a couple of interesting grunge and material presets that creators can pick up and start working with automatically right inside of Houdini 21. At this point, users can easily rasterize curves and VDB volumes. Additionally, users can apply shape scattering stamping, apply lens and heat distortion, curvature-based edge dictation, and work with deep EXR workflows. And that's not all. There's also the addition of Python snippet execution on layers and geometry, improved UDIM and OCIO support, and tight integration with surface operators like invoke graph. So in terms of compositing and also rendering, there is a good number of impressive and cool features now coming to Houdini 21. And for pipeline integration and SideFX Lab, Houdini 21 also offers improvement across the SideFX Lab PDG/stop, Houdini engine, and third-party integration, making it easier for creators to create, export, and send to various DCC tools, or even create their very own bespoke tools right inside of Houdini. Alongside this, there is inclusion of several tools which now makes it even easier for artists to do more. And this includes the ML training recipes like we mentioned earlier, expanded exporter support for Zebra VDB and Unreal Engine, PCG sculpting, Bion generation, and SideFX Lab utilities such as curve/vector visualizers and spines round tripping within Houdini and Unreal Engine, making it easier for those who work with Houdini Engine to even create more. And speaking about Houdini Engine, this now expands support to Unreal Engine 5.5, Unreal Engine 5.6, Unity 6.x, Maya and 3D Studio Max 2026 with shared memory data transfer, nanobind Python bindings, and improved performance across all of these aforementioned platforms. So if you do work with Houdini Engine and you work with any of these tools, the new version of Houdini now supports even more stuff that you can work with, as you can now create your tools right inside of Houdini and work with the aforementioned DCC tools via the Houdini engine. And of course, with an update like this, architecture and platform changes are definitely going to be coming. With Houdini 21, SideFX have raised the minimum level of tools that you get to work with to actually get the best performance with this upcoming release. And of course, with over 300 new enhancements and tools coming to Houdini 21, the folks at SideFX have reassured the commitment to empowering VFX artists, game developers, animators, and technical artists and directors that they're poised to bring in performance-focused, machine learning-driven procedural workflow to creators. And for sure, for those who like to even find out more about this, then you might definitely want to consider taking a look at a couple of breakdowns that possibly will be happening at SIGGRAPH 2025, which will be happening from August the 11th to August the 14th of 2025. So for those who like to find out more and maybe you would like to see some updates about Houdini 21, then you might definitely go ahead and check it out. And for those who like to get Houdini and possibly you like to work with it, then there is a trial version that you can totally get. So all you need to do is go over to SideFX, go over to the try section, and from here you will be able to download Houdini Apprentice, which is a fully functional free version of Houdini that you can take full advantage of. And of course, this has its own pros and cons, so things that you can do and things that you cannot do with this version. But for what it is, this is a full functional version that you can definitely take with you and learn how to create and do some pretty cool stuff with Houdini. Tell me what you guys think about this one in the comment section. And of course, if you like this video or you learned something from this, you can go ahead and give a like and don't forget to share with a friend. And I'd like to see you guys in the next one. Peace.